Hello, and welcome to this edition of EMS Now Up Close. I'm Eric with EMS Now. He is Harry with Koh Young. He is the sales manager and team leader for Mexico and South America. Harry, last time I saw you was a couple months ago in Anaheim at the Apex floor.
Very good days, Eric. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I wanted a chance to follow up with you because the we had a shorter conversation at Apex, and you brought up some good insights about the market where you work. So I wanted to follow up on some of those items. But let's start big picture. What's how would you characterize the market within Mexico and and maybe even Latin America generally, as we're hit almost halfway through the year here?
This is a very good question because, in Mexico and South America especially, so we are facing new challenges. So it means we need to have high skilled people, but also working together with the AI. As you know, AI is a new wave and it's changing everything, the way we work, the way we live.
Yeah.
So this especially in the EMES and our customers, it's retaining talent, and we need to continue training, developing also like a career opportunities. And
Yeah.
this for Koh Young, it's an investing. So this invest apply for the customer side in
Hmm.
our end, and at the end, so we are getting more competitiveness in the market.
Yeah.
So with this, we are building like a strong pipeline for the professionals, uh, specifically living with this new world, which is AI.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And that's a good point because I think one of the challenges of the market is it's so highly competitive. Like you said, there's so many players and competitors there, and good people are valuable within that. And I know that Ko Young spends a lot of time retaining and training, right, their workforce.
That's right. It's part of the continuous improvement. This
Hmm.
never ends. It's always changing for getting
Yeah.
more efficient process, and better people to make
Hmm.
easier to work out there.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And the other thing I wanted to ask you about, I mean, with recent changes in Mexico's for EMS companies and the automotive sector, what adjustments do you think Ko Young needs to make to remain competitive and relevant in the industry there?
Well, so at the end, Eric, we know the only thing we have for sure is the change.
Yeah.
Everything is going to change eventually. For now, I would say MES, especially like Mexico, where we used to be automotive industry, now it's changing to maybe AI related products. So with that, it is very important to have automation, quality assurance, and compliance with global standards. It's
Hmm.
something that is not just a matter to live with this in the area, is something is going to be changing in the world. So we need to be aligned with that. So that's why in that portion, Koyon is trying to adapt to support and deliver flexible solutions that will integrate a better smart factory environment. So say that it is also a matter to strengthen the local service, uh, also develop more applications that will help to the customers out there. And
Hmm.
also internally is like a ramping in the skills for this new world.
Yeah.
So with this, it's very important to mention, Eric, at this moment, we have a growth plan that includes to move of our operations to a new office. This new office will have 300 square meters for demo room area only. So also we have a bigger classroom uh, capable to allocate up to 10 people at the same time. And also we are starting, as maybe we talked before, a new partnership with the Smart Sol in Mexico to strengthen the support in sales to our customers. So with that, so we are getting ready for more productivity environment and also continue growing as expected.
Yeah. And I appreciate you say there because I know that when we talk about the training of people, it's not just the Koh Young people, you're also helping to train your customers, right, on the use of the machine. So
Right.
tell me about that and how you're helping EMS companies to be more productive and efficient on their manufacturing lines.
Well, as you know, Eric, Koh Young is present in most of the biggest companies, also in the small ones. For us, everyone is important. It has the same weight. It's just different approach because they have different needs. So with that, we need to adapt our way to work with them. And with this, how we are helping them, I would say in general way. In general way, we are trying to reduce the inspection cycle times. For them, is bigger through output, more money, of course. We are improving the detection of the defects that are very hard to detect. And at the end of the day, we working those is a money. It's spending money. So with that, we also are enabling real-time monitoring systems. With that, you can take decisions in real time to avoid, a bunch of ports there waiting for being reworked.
Yeah.
So especially in the SPI and AOI platforms, so where the 80% of the process are located, we're strengthening also with custom-made MES solutions. With this, we are trying also to lower the operational cost, have better visibility about the results and the processes. And with this, I will mention, Eric, that everything combined with efficiency, reducing cost, it means we need to also strengthen the way we are training the people. So for that, we have trained more than 900 people since 2020. It is close to 95 different companies, I would say. And it is also a milestone because in the last 16 months, we have trained around of 250 people. So if you put that in the balance, it is not just a matter to have a good technology, a good company, is also have people ready to be out there facing the daily basis task,
Yeah.
With this, I would say maximize efficiency and help to the customer to use our machines in the best way.
Yeah. Yeah, those numbers are impressive. That's really is a compliment to the service and support side of the business, which is so important that you're out there helping these people. And then even beyond training, being available to them to when problems arise or that's an unusual event. So that is fantastic. But I wanted to follow up on that in a little different area, which is, you see rapid advances in the smart factory and AI-driven inspection, which you are obviously a part of. How's Koh Young positioning itself to kind of lead in innovation, within Latin America? Because I know Koh Young as a whole is very much a customer-driven culture that you're developing solutions that your customers are asking for. But how are you positioning to lead continually in innovation?
Eric, when you have a good information, good data, so it's not just a matter to have this information available. It's just a matter, or the more important thing is how you are going to use this information to take decisions. So it's something we call the power of the data. So with that, we use this information to have AI algorithms. As much you have information ready to be used, it's going to be easier to get AI algorithms so the machine can take decisions by itself. So with that, we are positioning as a leader in the AI innovation with tools like Smart Review, where the machine can auto classify those false goals and determine in what specific situation this is a real defect and needs to notify to the engineering team. So I would say this analytic and auto defect detection, classification, together and combined with the closed loop process control, for instance, between the SPI and the printer machine, also with the AOI and the pick and place machine. So we are innovating in the industry, 4.0, and make stronger this environment, because it's not just about detection, it's just how to drive the continuous improvement.
And I know part of that continuous improvement, as mentioned, has to do with that voice of the customer that's driving innovation within Koh Young. And I know, if just to use an example, at Apex this year, you introduced 4 new platforms, but one of them I wanted to ask was the Zenith DS, the double-sided, right? That's a real change, right? Double-sided,
Yes.
instead of having to have that flipper, it makes that a lot quicker. But that came about because customers were saying it's a great machine, but I don't know how much time was associated with that flipping, but now you've got the double-sided, more cameras, top and bottom, and you're able to do this more efficiently for customers. Kind of comment about how that's an example of what Koh Young aspires to in the industry.
Yes, Eric. Basically, we have new machines in the lineup, including the DS machine, which is, I would say, the more focused machine for this market, because as we talked earlier in this conversation, is how to improve the cycle time. Cycle time is money, right? So having this dual side machine, so we will have top and bottom inspection, but it is, again, it's not just a matter to have better cycle time, it's also to have more information to take decisions in real time. So with this, you can combine the SMT process with the THD or backend process and have all the information together. So in that way, it's easier to show how we can help to the customer in the duties every day. At the same, I would say, roadmap, we have EDIC. It's another machine with higher capability for high height components up to 60 millimeters, right? Also, we are introducing a new gantry, which is the optical head of the SPI, with a 25 megapixel camera. Again, cycle time improvement, efficiency. And also, we are introducing a new model, which is NOVA. NOVA is the evolution for the Koh Young machines, that it's a robust hardware with easiest maintenance. That's the key. So in this fashion, we are not just improving, the software cycle time as we talk. It is also improving the way we are doing the maintenance in the hardware. So if you spend now two hours in the preventive maintenance, now maybe you will spend 1.5 hours. If you multiply this for 20 lines, it's a big win. So this Nova system is the next evolution for the platform, Eric, that is focused on that. Yeah. So with that, the lineup is going to be more, I would say, suitable to the market.
Yeah. No, you make a great point too about the data. It's not just about getting it fast, right? Getting faster, but being accurate, right?
Correct.
Getting it fast, but first you got to get it right. Then you can increase the speed, which seems to be where Koh Young's at. And then I love your point about just the efficiency and the time saving for the maintenance and being able to reduce the downtime on the machines. I mean, those are all benefits of continual innovation there by the Koh Young team.
Correct. That is right, Eric.
Yeah. So tell me then, how is Koh Young working with local EMS and OEMs in Mexico and Brazil to kind of build stronger relationships and to deliver these tailored solutions?
Yeah, it's a different way to see depending the segment of the market, Eric. So we have several EMS companies. Some of them are focused in high mix volume high mix, low volume processes. Other ones I hard runners, only one model, 1 month. So, but with the evolution of the products, I mean, EVs, now AI servers. So the game is changing again. We have different challenges that we didn't face before. And very funny to mention this, Eric, we also have some old technologies coming back. I mean, for like a dispensing world, you know. So for us, that means we need to rewrite what we have done to, let's say, adjust our technology to fit in these new requirements. Say that, it means like if we work very close with a company, a customer, where they have a specific request, what we do is start working with them as a special project, as a prototype. So we start to gather information with the machines we have, inspection we have available. And if it's something is not suitable for that, what we do is raise the hand with the HQ, and then they help us to change, develop, twist a little bit what we have, and fulfill the expectation of the customer. So basically, this includes to have joint pilot projects, special ones, of course, with localized technical support. It means that we have, for instance, our applications engineer in the field for 1 or 2 weeks in a row, just making sure we have all the requirements, all the specifications, all the details to, at the end, deliver something suitable for them. So it means also we are doing some collaborative programs with the customers, and they help us to improve, and we help to them to deliver something. You know, this is aligned with the technology we have, which is measurement, analysis, closed loop communication, MES systems, and everything is combined in a market. Very curious, because Mexico and South America are in some ways similar, but in the deep are so different. So that we ensure that our solutions deliver measurable value and foster long-term trust, which is very important to us.
Yeah. No, that's a great perspective. I appreciate your comments here. And I think it's reflective of how Koh Young operates in all of its markets, right? To trying to lead with the customer voice and provide those leading edge solutions for the challenges. And those challenges, as you indicate, are ever evolving. And I love your example that even old technology comes back sometimes, right? When you mentioned the higher parts that you can because a lot of through hole is still out there. People thought it was going to go away. There is a lot of through hole still being assembled out there, and those are bigger components on boards, and those need inspection as well. So, yeah, good. Well, Harry, listen, I always appreciate it. I'm glad I got a little more time with you today than we were allowed on the show floor at Apex a few months ago. So thank you for agreeing to come back on here and speaking with me and sharing some more insights about the market unique down in Mexico and Latin America. So thank you for this. Hopefully you'll come on again sometime and give us more of an update.
Thank you, Eric. It's always a pleasure to be here with you. Nice to talk with you and have the opportunity to deliver a message to our friends out there.
Yeah, good. Well, you did it well, sir. So thank you.
Thank you, Eric.
Cheers.